Hello everyone and welcome to the 100 Wonders of the World. Today we'll be discussing about Victoria Falls that's in Zambia and it's located in the continent Africa. Victoria Falls, the largest waterfall in the world, cascades into a deep gorge on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. The Victoria Falls are known in the language of the local people as Moai-OA-Tunya, or smoke that thunders. Scottish explorer David Livingston was deeply impressed when he came upon the thundering smoke of the Zambezi River for the first time. The river seemed to disappear suddenly into a cloud of fine spray, rising nearly 1,000 feet into the air, and then there was the roar and thunder of the masses of falling water. The sound of the 1 mile wide racing flood falling 360 feet into a narrow gorge is deafening. During the rainy season in February and March, when the water level in the Zambezi peaks up to 150 million gallons of water per minute cascades over the falls. It was the custom of British 19th century explorers to give an English name to every newly encountered piece of land, every stretch of river and mountain. In this regard, Livingston usually did not follow the example of his comparators, marking natural features on his painstakingly prepared maps with their local names. However, he made an exception for these stupendous falls, naming this overwhelming display of the forces of nature in honor of his Queen Victoria. The origins of the falls was obvious to Livingston, the scientist. As he noted in his journal, the falls are no more than a fissure in the hard basalt bedrock that extends from the left to the right bank of the Zambezi River. The entire astonishing sight is the result of an earlier elevation of the ground, which left a deep cleft in the basalt lying below. The torrent of water falls down at least 1,000 paces into the resulting gorge. Recent geological research concluded that the basalt surface traversed by a Zambezi river was formed during the late Jurassic period. During subsequent phases of geological history, the Zambezi frequently changed its course as movements of the Earth's crust undermined the riverbed, leaving behind a series of east-west fissures through which water has flowed over 500,000 years, leaving behind a visible zigzag pattern of gorges and ravines. The long sides of the gorge mark the location of the 7 predecessors of what are today 8 waterfalls, with a 9th one already in the works over a more recent north-south fissure. Over time, this will interrupt the flow of the east-west waterfalls, and within a few millennia, there will no longer be a waterfall of this imposing width on the side. The border crossing the Moai-OA-Tunya National Park was dedicated in 1972, when the protection of the falls became the special trust of the neighboring states of Zambia and Zimbabwe, which donated around 27 square miles to preserve. The park has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1989. Despite the efforts of these two nations, the conflict between preservation of this natural wonder and the desire to exploit its hydrochloric potential continues to this day. Damming the Zambezi so that its waters can serve as an energy resource is very important to the economics of all the neighboring countries. Recently, the Zambezi River Authority announced plans to build a dam below the falls in Bakota Gorge. This would be the 3rd largest dam on the river, after Kariba and Kabora Bassa Dam and other reservoirs projects already built. Nature conservationists all over the world warn of that will happen to the native flora and fauna in the gorge beneath Victoria Falls, which up to now has remained largely undisturbed. Environmentalists fear that damming the river so close to the falls will hasten the loss of the unique environment and other changes within the fascinating gorge laying below it. The question of how best to balance the natural and economic potential of the Victoria Falls remains answered today. Now let's look at some of the important facts about Victoria Falls. The discovery. The Victoria Falls were discovered by David Livingston, a missionary and African explorer. Unique. The Victoria Falls are the longest continuous cascading waterfall on Earth, with a height of 360 feet and a width of 1 mile. The size, a maximum of 158 million gallons of water per minute passes over the falls. The river, Zambezi, the fourth largest river in Africa, 1,600 miles, originates at Luanda in Zambia, some 5,000 feet above sea level, draining an area of 618,000 square miles. Thank you for listening, everyone. Stay tuned for more of the 100 Wonders of the World. Thank you.